Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we are on part 2 of Yellowstone to check out all of the other cool stuff we saw on a trip. Now you probably can't see it, but way off in that field over there is a mama and 2 cubs. The sheer amount of buffalo that we saw headed north to the North Gate was just unbelievably beautiful. The herds were everywhere. Y'all, I've never been north, nor have I been to the other side of Yellowstone. We've just been into the West Gate area and then down to Old Faithful and back. And my son and I did this back in 2018 on snowmobile, so we did not go this way. And this road was intense. You can see I'm filming from in the car. I've got the camera mounted on the dash, so both hands on the wheel. But you want to talk about an amazing road trip just from the turn where you're headed to North Geyser instead of going to Old Faithful up to the North Gate. And this took me about 40 minutes to drive this, but look at the terrain change. It is incredible, and it was a little gut-wrenching at times. You know, I'm glad I was the driver and not the passenger looking over the edge, because I'm not sure that I would have made it. Now, this is on the way back from the North Gate. I didn't film any of that. There was too many people running around. But if you can see the little blobs out in the field, those are the bears still there hanging out. So they drew quite the crowd and the traffic. Okay, y'all, this lady cracks me up. She looks like she's trying to be sneaky. Now, headed out to Canyon Lodge, we ran into another bear, single bear, black bear. You can see the little black blob on the hillside. And obviously when you see a group of cars, you know there's wildlife hanging around. This one was a beauty. So there are a ton of elevation changes, and this is one of the roads headed up to the Canyon Lodge area. And you can see that we went from a basin with hot water spewing everywhere, and now we're headed into snow. So we're gonna get into a bunch of snow, and some of these not the lodges, but the checkpoints, what do you want to call them, the visitor centers, they're closed up here because it's winter and they shut down. So I think there's a couple up here, Fish Camp, and the other lodge it's closed because it's cold. This river here is the Gibbon River. We still have not made it to the Canyon Lodge yet, but you want to talk about water features that are absolutely gorgeous. Drive this main circle on Yellowstone, and you will just be amazed at how the topography changes, how the different scenery, literally every time you turn a corner, there's something new and exciting to see. I had to capture this. You've got steam and snow all in the same picture. Just beautiful. And it doesn't hurt that you have an amazingly large bison standing right next to the road. And sitting. Just gorgeous. Now, this is Yellowstone Lake, and we are just kind of soaking it all up, and I think here in a moment I get a visitor. Oh, yep, there it is. Apparently the birds think you're supposed to feed them when you park right here, because this big old bird comes swooping in looking for an extra handout. And no, I did not feed the animals because you're not supposed to, but obviously people do, because this little guy was like, hey, you got any grapes? This area is where you can see the regrowth. Look at the old forest, and then you've got the new forest growing up in between the downed trees. It's really a remarkable process to watch forest heal itself and go from old to new. I felt like this was just something that I wanted to capture and show just how the forest recuperates. This is what it's supposed to look like. So here's Snowville. This is on our way to Yellowstone coming from the south. And it's just amazing to see snow again. And another turn of the highway brings you right into a completely new landscape. We go from trees to this desolate nothingness. Unbelievable. And we made it, folks, to Old Faithful. We're going to watch her go off here in a minute. My timing was impeccable. I did not plan this, but it was impeccable. So we are going to watch Old Faithful go off real quick. If you have never watched Old Faithful go off, you need to watch this geyser. This is a bucket list thing, and like anything that is worth seeing, cameras, videos, and pictures do not do it justice. Alright, y'all, I'm making my way back out the west gate. I have been here, I think I got to the park at 8 a.m. and right now it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm starving, and that was an amazing trip around the ring of Yellowstone. I highly encourage you, if you have time to be able to do all of this stuff, spend probably at least 4 days in the park. Whether you get accommodations in the park or somewhere outside the park, just do it. To be able to see everything that you want to see because of the speed limit and the ups and downs, and if buffalo are crossing the road, you're stuck until they decide to get out of your way. So it takes time to get through this park, but it's totally worth it. And I definitely think to be able to see everything, because I just ran around the loop real quick, and real quick meaning like 6 hours. It's worth it to get here, get settled, and spend, I mean, you could spend a week in this park just absorbing like each area of the park a day at a time. And I think you definitely wouldn't be bored. And they have some really cool accommodations. Just, look into the Yellowstone National Park's website for lodging. You can go to Yellowstone Forever. They are the people that run like the gift shops and things, and when you purchase items, it goes toward helping preserve Yellowstone. So definitely worth the trip. I sure hope you enjoyed these videos. We enjoyed the trip. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you on the next video or at Yellowstone Park, bye y'all.